Hello everyone, and welcome to the Ukraine Will Win channel. Today we're diving deep into a topic that's been on everyone's mind, the ongoing support from the United States and what it means for Ukraine's future. It's a complex issue with many layers, and we're here to unpack it for you, piece by piece. So, grab your coffee, get comfortable, and let's get started. First, let's talk about the big picture. The United States has been a pivotal ally for Ukraine since the very beginning of the full-scale invasion. This support isn't just a recent development. It's built on a long-standing partnership. But what does this aid actually consist of? It's a multifaceted approach that includes military, financial, and humanitarian assistance. Each of these pillars is crucial for Ukraine's resilience and its ability to defend its sovereignty. On the military front, the support has been transformative. We're talking about advanced weaponry, critical munitions, and extensive training programs for Ukrainian soldiers. Think about systems like the High Mobility Artillery rocket systems, or HIMARS, which have significantly altered the dynamics on the battlefield. These aren't just tools of war, they are instruments of defense that have enabled Ukrainian forces to conduct precise strikes, disrupt enemy logistics, and protect civilian lives. The provision of armored vehicles, air defense systems, and other essential equipment has been vital in leveling the playing field against a numerically superior aggressor. This continuous flow of military aid is a testament to the commitment to ensure Ukraine has the means to defend itself effectively. It's a clear message that the international community, led by the US, will not stand by while a sovereign nation is under attack. Now let's shift our focus to the financial side of things, because this is just as important. Defending a country is incredibly expensive, and the war has put immense strain on Ukraine's economy. The financial assistance from the United States helps keep the Ukrainian government running. This isn't just about funding the military, it's about paying salaries for teachers, doctors, and first responders. It's about keeping the lights on, the water running, and ensuring that essential public services can continue to operate even under the most challenging circumstances. This direct budgetary support is the lifeblood that allows Ukrainian society to function and resist. It prevents economic collapse and ensures that the state can continue to care for its citizens. Think of it as a massive investment in Ukraine's stability, which is fundamental to its long-term survival and eventual recovery. And that brings us to the humanitarian aspect, which is all about the people. The war has created a humanitarian crisis of staggering proportions. Millions have been displaced from their homes, and countless others are in desperate need of basic necessities like food, water, and shelter. The US has been a leading contributor to humanitarian efforts, working with international organizations and non-profits to deliver aid to those who need it most. This includes providing medical supplies to hospitals, setting up temporary shelters for displaced families, and supporting efforts to clear unexploded ordnance, which poses a daily threat to civilians. This aid is about saving lives and alleviating suffering. It's a powerful expression of solidarity and compassion, showing the Ukrainian people that they are not alone in their darkest hour. It's about recognizing the human cost of this conflict and doing everything possible to mitigate it. So why does this support continue? What's the strategic thinking behind it? At its core, it's about upholding international law and the principle of national sovereignty. The message is clear: borders cannot be redrawn by force. By supporting Ukraine, the US and its allies are defending the rules-based international order that has maintained relative peace and stability for decades. A failure to act would set a dangerous precedent, signaling to authoritarian regimes around the world that aggression can be rewarded. This isn't just about Ukraine, it's about global security. It's an investment in a world where disputes are resolved through diplomacy, not violence, and where the rights of all nations, big and small, are respected. Of course, the path of providing aid has not been without its challenges. There have been political debates and discussions within the United States about the scale and duration of the support. This is a normal part of any democratic process, especially when such significant resources are involved. However, despite these debates, there has been a consistent, bipartisan consensus on the fundamental importance of supporting Ukraine. Leaders from both sides of the aisle have recognized what is at stake and have repeatedly come together to authorize new packages of assistance. This demonstrates a deep-seated American commitment to the cause of freedom and democracy in Ukraine. It shows that despite domestic political differences, the core values that underpin this support remain strong and unwavering. Now let's consider the impact on the ground. Every piece of equipment, every dollar of financial aid, and every shipment of humanitarian supplies makes a real difference. It gives Ukrainian soldiers the tools they need to protect their homeland. It gives Ukrainian civilians the hope and resilience to endure unimaginable hardships. It gives the Ukrainian government the stability to plan for a future beyond the war. We see stories of this impact every day in the successful defense of cities, in the schools that are able to reopen, and in the families that receive life-saving assistance. This support translates into tangible results, strengthening Ukraine's position and making a victory more achievable. It is the fuel that powers the engine of Ukrainian resistance. Looking ahead, the question on everyone's mind is, what's next? The commitment from the United States appears to be long-term. There's a growing understanding that this will be a protracted struggle and that support needs to be sustained and predictable. We're seeing a shift towards more long-term planning, including initiatives to help Ukraine build up its own domestic defense industry. The goal is not just to help Ukraine win the war, but to ensure that it can deter future aggression and secure its own future. This involves things like long-term security agreements and partnerships aimed at integrating Ukraine more closely with Western defense structures. It's about building a strong, sovereign, and self-sufficient Ukraine that can stand as a bulwark of democracy in Eastern Europe. The support also has a powerful symbolic effect. It sends a powerful message of unity and resolve to the entire world. It shows that democratic nations are willing to stand together to confront aggression. This international coalition, with the US playing a leading role, has isolated the aggressor on the world stage and imposed significant costs for its actions. This solidarity is a crucial component of the overall strategy, demonstrating that the world will not accept a return to an era of conquest and empire. It galvanizes global opinion and strengthens the collective will to see Ukraine prevail. In conclusion, the continued aid from the United States is a critical and multidimensional effort that is fundamental to Ukraine's ability to defend itself, maintain its stability, and ultimately achieve victory. It encompasses military, financial, and humanitarian support, each playing a vital role. While challenges and debates will undoubtedly continue, the underlying strategic imperative and the deep-seated bipartisan commitment remain powerful forces. This support is not just an act of charity, it is a strategic investment in international security and the defense of democratic values. It is a lifeline for Ukraine and a clear statement that the free world stands with its people in their fight for freedom. Thank you so much for joining us today on Ukraine Will Win. We hope this breakdown has given you a clearer understanding of this crucial topic. If you found this video informative, please give it a like and consider subscribing to our channel for more in-depth analysis. Don't forget to hit the notification bell so you never miss an update. Your support helps us continue our work. Stay strong, stay informed, and as always, Slava Ukraini!